Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my page, y'all. Welcome to the replay. Come on in, y'all. We're going to do some morning crafting, and we are going to make something for Mr. Zack because grilling season is upon us, and I think he needs this. So whenever you get here, say hey, hit that heart button for me, y'all. It helps us out a ton. Comment, tell us what you're doing today, and comment the word grill, Grill. And let me go find our video. We had a brand new launch today. It's the Tiffany Thiessen collection, and I got my hands on some of the items early bird. So let's get started. Let me pin my comment. So down below, it's going to say comment grill to get all the details. Okay, right below that is going to be a link to join our broadcast channel. That is going to be where you need to be if you want to see live notifications. I send special information. You just never know what I'm going to put in there, y'all. So let's get started. I've got a few per transfers here. This one is called Giggle Water. We also have a new can cooler. It's like a koozie. This one says Giggle Water and let me drink about it. This one is called Well Done. All the things, to me, this just screams grilling season, summertime. Super cute. Kebabs, hamburger, salt, pepper, fish, crab, lobster. And then we've got Squeeze Me. You can put these on bottles. You can put these on a tray with a jar of mustard, barbecue sauce, mayo, ketchup. And then we're going to use this one today. It is called Hot Off the Grill. We're going to use this. We're going to make something really cute. Hopefully it works. So I'm going to take this out of the sleeve. I'm going to put all of these over here. Put them in my stash. And we're also going to use this one. This one came out with our summer collection. This is Grilling Meat Softly. So let me grab this one. Hello. Hey, Ruth. Ruth, I saw your message. Make sure you check your Etsy notifications. Okay. So I'm going to set these aside because we need to iron. Because we're going to use the new cotton apron. But I need to iron it, y'all. This is very wrinkly. It was in the package. So I'm just going to use my heat press because I want to get a nice, flat, wrinkle-free section. Here on the pockets, these do have 1, 2, 3 pockets. This has 3 pockets. This is the apron. So if you want all the supplies I'm using, just comment the word grill and I'll send you a message. Okay. All right. Did I get that? No, this side is not as good. So let's just iron it. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my page, y'all. All right. Then we're going to do, let's see, you know what? I'm in the mood to iron, so let's just do it all. Make it look nice and neat. What do you think? For the most part. It doesn't have to be super wrinkle-free down here because I'm not going to add anything to the bottom. So we'll just do the best we can. And this is just a Cricut heat press. You can use an iron, obviously. All right, most importantly, we got the pockets, but I also want to get this section up here because that's where we're going to put our little saying. Hello, Mary Long. Hi, friends. What are y'all doing? Are you working? Have you snuck out of work to watch? Hopefully I inspire you to use this is a brand new apron. I mean, I say brand new. It's been around, I don't know, for about a month or so. But I love the fact that it is white. So you can add any color to this and it's really going to stand out. All right, let's take this all the way up here. Get this nice and wrinkle-free. Okay, I think we're good. All right, so I'm going to put this over here to the side because we will use that in a little bit. Where do I want to begin? I don't know, y'all. Last day of school. Oh my goodness. So the colors I chose today are black velvet ink. We are going to use ink today. Ink is our permanent solution. So once we're done here, I'm going to heat set this and this will be like 100% permanent. Okay, so if this gets dirty while grilling, we can wash it, dry it, and this ink will not come out. I'm also going to use the color of the month. It's called Ever After, and it's a metallic green. You can get this when you place an order of $75 or more on my website. You will add this to your cart. So I'm going to use those colors, and I'm going to use, where is it? We're going to use the new 9x12 ink mat up here at the top. And my transfer, I'm not going to use all of it. I'm just going to do the words, grilling meat, softly. So I think what I'm going to do is just lay this under here. Let me flip this over. This is sticky, so it helps keep everything in place. So let's put it right there. Press down, flip it over. Like so. Hello, Teresa. Hey, Judy. Nancy, how are y'all? Shannon's day off today. Congratulations. You get the day off. What's up, Peggy? Hello, Zach. Hello, Miss Patty. All right, so that is going to be for this section. Let's do one section at a time. So I'm going to put this right here. Let me scoot back. I don't know if you can see everything. So what we're going to do, this is brand new. I've never used this transfer. We're going to peel it off just like so. And put this right here in the center. Kind of up a little bit. And I'm going to use the straps, like the straps on the neck. I'll see those as a guide. To get it centered-ish. All right, so now what I'm going to do is hold it up. I think we're good. If not, oh well, it's for Zach. We'll wear it anyways. Christina went to the flea market. Mary's procrastinating, cleaning her craft room. Totally get that. Thanks, Teresa. It is cheery, right? Get you going. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Ever After color here in the middle. And I have my black velvet ink at the bottom of the jar. Always check your fingers whenever you're using ink throughout your project, because you certainly don't want to get that on your apron or whatever you're using, because it will stain it. So I'm going to do grilling in the black velvet. And just be careful that I don't touch the other sections with my squeegee. Thanks, be cute. There's nothing there that you wanted. Hey, Lena. Hey, Missy Clark. Good morning, Tina. Hello, Miss Denise. All right, let me be careful around the legs of this squirrel. Going very, very slowly. Sometimes when I get going too fast, you know, trouble in paradise. And I really want to be careful that I don't get this on a section that I don't want to. All right, almost got this one done. This part done. Me too, Missy. I bought a couple for bundles. No, they did really good on this one. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is set this aside. And I'm going to grab another mini squeegee. And we're going to go in with our color of the month, Ever After. Very carefully. I don't want to get too much on my squeegee because it tends to like go on the sides. And then it leaves too much excess on the edges, therefore potentially blending in with the color above it or below it. Like I just did right there. Be extra careful. We have a baseball game tonight, y'all. I'm excited. The weather is very nice here. I'm hoping that I can get out in the pool for a little bit today. Hopefully. All right, there we go. All right, I went all the way. Your main goal is to cover all of that silk screen. Put my excess back in my jar, and now I'm going to go in for black velvet again. And get this bottom portion covered. Making sure all of it is covered. The ink takes longer to dry whenever it's on your surface. So you don't see me peeling it up yet. So I'm okay with doing all of this and then we'll peel all of it at once. All right, I think that's okay. Now, I'm going to grab a little bit of the green and add it down here. All right, that part is done. Checking my fingers. And we're going to lift it up. And just double check. Now I see a little bit right there that I did not get a whole bunch on. So let me just lay that back down. Because you're checking it as you lift it so you can lay it back down. Okay, there's that. Good deal. All right, now we can peel it all the way off. And that is part number 1 to this project. Okay, so I'm going to take this. I've got my little cleaning mat here. It's just like a dish drying mat. I'll show you here in just a second. Okay, so I'm going to clean this. Let me move this out of the way. Y'all look at that. That looks awesome. Okay, let me set that there. Let's clean this and we'll be done with this. I'm just going to spray it with water. And then I'm going to take my wipe. It is an Apron from my chalk website. It sure is. It's really nice. Really great quality. All right, so I just took a wipe and I am just wiping that off. Then I'm going to take more water and then I'm going to take what we call a board eraser. Okay. And just wipe the rest of that off. Flip it over. Let's go this direction. Spray it. Grab my board eraser again. Always makes funny noises, y'all. Okay, and now we're going to take a paper towel and get all of that water off. All right. Yes, today is Tiffany's summer launch. Yep. No, Autumn, those will go out most likely towards the end of the month. The, what do you call it? It was on or before May 31st. All right, so I'm just taking my paper towel and getting all of that excess water off. And now we're going to fold this. We're going to lay this down, sticky side facing up. And we're going to take what we call our backer sheet, white side to sticky side. Because the other side is like a, I don't know, it's like a pale yellow. And then just press it down. Make sure that you don't have any air bubbles. And now I can use it again. Okay? These transfers are reusable. All right, let me grab my dryer. And we're going to dry this a little bit. Yes, correct, Katrina. Hello, Barbara. You don't have to lift every area. I'm glad I'm watching them right. Yes, correct, Diane. It takes a little bit longer, so you don't have to peel up as quick. I hope, Katrina, I hope I'm in time. I'm on schedule for some cool time. Thanks, Barbara. All right, let's grab our apron. I'm going to go ahead and dry this a little bit with my quick dry tool. And my ink mat is still underneath. This doesn't get hot enough to melt the ink mat. And I want to dry it just a little bit before we work with our next transfer. Okay. And then at the end of everything, we will heat set it with our Cricut heat press. Now, if you're doing this at home, I highly recommend that you just let this dry for several hours before you take it off of your ink mat. But if you're one that is trying to make something fast, furious for a gift, take it with you, make a shirt, throw it on. Just make sure that your ink is dry before you heat set it. Okay? All right. Next step. I'm going to switch over. I'm going to use, I don't even know if this is sticky, y'all. Hold on. I'm going to grab a larger ink mat. I have new ones. I know the green is awesome, right? Yes, I do, Mary. So I'm going to grab this size ink mat now. These are available on my website. I'm going to peel off the plastic cover, okay? Save the plastic cover sheet. That is going to help protect all of the stickiness here on your ink mat. Okay. Then I'm going to slide this under. I'm probably going to have to finagle it because it's probably going to stick right away. Hello, Dretha. How are you? All right, let me see. Did I even get that? No. So I'm just going to take this and let's see. Yes. Okay. It fit. And lay it under my apron. Make sure that I don't have any wrinkles. And I am going to press it down like so. Okay. So that it sticks to the ink mat. All right. Mary, yes. So what I do after I go live is I just, or anytime I'm using these products with the board eraser, I just take this to the sink, run it under water, squeeze it out, run it under water, squeeze it out, run it under water, squeeze it out, and then I just let it dry. Okay. Now, I'm going to put this entire pattern on here. These are pockets. Do I really care if the ink goes through the pocket onto the underneath side of the pocket? No, because this is something that he's going to wear, so the other side will be like against his body. I'm not really concerned about that. So let's see what we can do here. Let's peel this off. This is a size C, 12 by 18. Okay, so I'm just going to carefully take this off, set this aside. And do I want, so the grills are going different directions. So it really doesn't matter what you do as far as direction-wise. But what I'm going to do is find where I want to lay this. Because some of it obviously is going to hang off, which is fine. I guess like that. Okay. Press it down. Actually, not your sponges will make them last longer. Yes. Yes. Hello, Philomena. Okay, now. My thought was, let's take some placement tape. I've never used a transfer like this before. As far as putting it over the pockets of an apron, but I thought what we could do is take the tape and put it along the edge where the stitching is of the apron, so that I don't go over the edge with my ink. That's my thought. We'll see how it turns out. All right. Now we're going to do this bottom portion. like so. I don't know, y'all. I have this vision in my head. We'll see if it turns out. And the placement tape is in stock, by the way. It was out for a while. All right, let's just get this lined up. And then we'll do the top. And start on one side and work my way over. And I got just enough, y'all. Okay, let's see. I don't know. It's kind of my idea. Y'all may have a better idea. How long the ties are? They're pretty long. I have no idea how long that is. I don't have a tape measure. You like the pig? Yes. Sally, what do you mean? Do I want just above the pocket? Yeah, like this. Okay, y'all, here we go. Let me make sure this is pressed down. So whenever you're using your transfers on fabric or textiles, you really don't need to fuzz them because you want them to stick really well. Okay. Okay, this is going to be interesting. I'm going to do the tops of the grill in the green. All right, here we go. Hope y'all got nowhere to be because this is going to take a little bit. So I'm just going to take my ink and go across. I'm extra careful with my excess paste or ink. All right, there's one. We did one. All right, now I'm going to come over here and do this one. Let's see. Probably could have grabbed a mini squeegee for this one. Maybe I'll do it on the next one. Okay, so there is number 2. Now let's come over here. And so I am going over the stitching. So we'll see how that works out. Okay. Let me just go over here. Y'all, this green is amazing. you have not gotten this green, you need to go fast. Typically, we see it sell out around mid-month. And if you're like me, I gotta have all the things. I have major FOMO, fear of missing out. Okay. Now, let's go and use our mini squeegee. All right, so this is the top. Get it. Turn it over. Use the excess ink that I have on my squeegee. Okay, and let's come over here and do this one. Flip it over. Okay, and then I'm going to just come over here with my multi-tool and get this section along the tape. All right. All right, now we're ready to go work down across the bottom. I know it. Yes. Hey, Dana, you pretending to work? I see you. All right, let's do this. And then I'm going to carefully work the bottom. Flip it over. Okay. Let's do this. This would be a great idea too for Father's Day. Or a guy that you know in your life. All right, last, like one going that direction. Carefully get that. Okay. Now, you're gonna, oh wait, we're doing the black, never mind. Never mind. Okay. So this section down here has very little to show. As far as the top of the grill. Wouldn't you say this was like a charcoal grill? That's what it reminds me of. Do y'all have a gas grill or a charcoal grill? All right, that's way too much. Go slow and steady. Holy moly. Now we gotta go in with our black. Okay, that's done. I'm gonna go ahead and close up my green so I don't actually put it in there. Put my thingy, my tool. All right, let's do the black. All of this. Extra careful. All right, I think I got all of it covered except for this leg. Okay. Now, come over here. Continue it. Switch. All right. I need to get more black ink, y'all. Oh no. This is definitely a process. Okay. Yes, I hear you. All right, so I went in and got a whole bunch. And it started like spewing out on the side of my squeegee. So I need to be extra careful so I don't get it into the green. Okay. Oh, good. I'm so glad, Ruth. I love the white distressing ink. It's definitely a must-have. On your cutouts, your paste projects. All right, last one on the top. Gotta concentrate, y'all. Okay, the top is done. Holy moly. I need to do something real quick. I need to grab a stir stick and bring this into like the middle of my jar so I can access it easier. And let me grab a new squeegee because that one's a mess. Let's just use this one. All right, here we go. We have a gas grill that is flat top. It's like built into our counter outside. But I love the taste of charcoal like steak. Hey, Kayla. Teresa says her grill has silver legs. Yep. Those probably do, right? But I didn't want to add silver to this. All right, we're almost done. Just making sure I get all of it covered. There we go. Now this squeegee I have in my hand is a small squeegee that I cut in half a long time ago. Just a little bit longer. Got about 1 million squeegees over here in my little bag, so I just grabbed the one that was right on top. So you can cut our squeegees apart if you need to. All right, let's go do this leg. And this leg. This transfer right here is from the new Tiffany summer launch or collection that just launched today. Brand new stuff. It's really, really cute. Coming into the home stretch, y'all. All right. 2 more. I cannot wait to see what this looks like. Okay. Yes, it does taste great. We have a rubber grill that looks just like that. Yes. We used to have one. I think ours though was square and it had a red top. All right, y'all, look. Made it to the finish line. Holy cow. All right, hopefully I won't need to add anything else. So we're going to fill this up. But before we do, let me get my little mat ready. Check my fingers. Here we go. Y'all, is this not the coolest thing ever. Holy stinking cow. All right, I'm going to set this over here. I am going to spray it just because that is going to the sink for sure. Okay, so I'm going to spray that. I'll take the tape off in a minute, but I want to dry this right now. I love this. You better, Michelle. Yes. I know, Dana, me too. I know, I love the colors. So Mary asked what ink pads were. We're talking about distressed ink pads. So like this stuff that I use on my cutouts. That's what we're referring to. What do you think of this? I mean, there's a few spots that bled, but I'm not mad about it. This looks amazing. I love this. Yes, hey, Cheryl. All right, gotta get this dry. Minimum heat set it. There's a lot of ink on here, so I don't want to like do a shortcut. But like I said, if you're doing this at home, just let it sit for several hours or even overnight. Okay. There you go, Linda. You should. But make sure you guys join our perks program first. It's only $20 a month. You get $20 back in product credit to use on a future purchase. It's good for 30 days. And you get 30% off everything on my shop website, including all the new designs, the color of the month, the surfaces like the apron, the ink mats, the squeegees, you name it. All the information is in there whenever you comment the word grill. Okay, we would love to have you be part of our community. And if you want to take it one step further and save more money, you can join my team of designers. Thanks, Dana. You get 40% off. Same cost, $20 a month, $20 back in product credit, 40% off. So you can get your craft supplies at a discount, sit your butt in the chair, and make pretty things. Or you can stand, like me. Yeah, so I'm touching it. Some of it's like still a little wet. Not all of it. We started up here, so most likely this part up here is good to go. And I just want to make sure, okay? Yes. You should, Dana. Dana, I could totally see you making this. Totally. All right, yeah, so this one is still wet. This is the last one that we did, okay? But you can only get the green color when you place an order of $75 subtotal. You will unlock it to purchase. So you'll add it to your cart once you hit that threshold, okay? That minimum requirement. Your son loves to cook. That's great. That's a great thing. I have to be in the mood. I like to cook in the crock pot. Alright, we're almost there, y'all. And then we're going to heat set this. And it will be permanent for sure. Okay, so next step, we need to take our ink mats off. Or we need to take our apron off. But I want to do this very, very carefully. So what I think I'm going to do is slide this down. I don't want my fabric to basically fold on itself in the event some of it's still wet. But I just pulled this out, running out of room. Okay, and then we need to do the same thing to the top portion. Let me turn this. You just rotate it, hang it over my desk, and just pull it off. Okay? All right, so next step is to put my little heat mat so I don't burn my desk. I don't want this to get stuck to anything. I'm going to grab a parchment paper sheet. There you go, Michelle. You better make you an apron. All right, I have my heat press set at 300. Okay, so I'm going to just turn it on for 30 seconds, and I'm just going to, basically now I'm making the ink become one with the fabric. Keep setting it in there. $30 seconds. I don't want to let this just sit there in one spot, like unattended. I want to like move it all around. I don't want to burn it. He's a baker too? Wow. It's fancy. I love to bake. All right, so there's that. Now we're going to just slide this over here. Make sure that this is on the heating pad. And I'm going to just do half of it, and then we'll move it over and do the other half. Okay. Just like so. Got my timer going. I think this is awesome. Yes, it is. Great Father's Day gift. He's getting it early because he's going to model it for me in a picture. He doesn't know that yet, but he is. 2 and 1. Okay. Now we're going to take this off. We're going to slide again. And we're going to do the other half. Right here. It's on the heating pad. We're going to lay this down. Put my timer on. And give it a go. Okay, now if your ink is still tacky, then you need to heat set it again. Mine is not. I'm stuck under the wheel of my table. There we go. That easy, y'all. And you can use an iron to do this. You don't have to have one of these Cricut heat presses. You don't have to. Okay, let me turn that off. All right, save this. No, Deb. You hate to cook. Okay, y'all, look. Check it out. We have the apron. Let me check the underside. So we don't have any ink. So it's pretty thick. I mean, this is a great quality apron. And here is how long the straps are. So I would say, because somebody did ask this, I don't know. Let me see. It goes around me twice. And I'm like an extra large pants and shirt. Y'all, look at this. I think Zack's gonna look great in this. What do y'all think? Hit the heart button. I think this is awesome. Oh my gosh. How stinking cute is this? Y'all hit the heart button. Comment the word grill. Go get all your supplies. This pattern right here is brand new today. It's a Tiffany Thiessen collector item for sure. It's a size C transfer. I think it turned out amazing. And this right here is adjustable. Okay. So just so you're aware. But y'all, I love it. I love it. I love it. Y'all have a fantastic day. And we will see you next time. Bye, friends.